Good morning. I am here in the parking garage in my car. I'm just arriving for a service I'll be singing shortly. And I haven't done this in a while. I haven't warmed up in my car for quite a long time, but it's something that I certainly used to do a lot of. I'm sure you've done it before. And I thought maybe today it might be helpful or fun if I just did this here with you today and shared my routine. So let me see. Today we're going to be doing some pretty simple polyphony, kind of boy choir kind of stuff. So I want the tone to be nice and heady. It's not going to be super extreme in range. It's also fairly early in the morning, so I want to feel like my engine's a little bit revved up, but also just kind of clarify a little bit. I still feel a little funky from sleep. So I'm going to begin here by just letting my head rest back into the headrest. That's pretty handy. And when I take my breath in, I'm not sitting on a very hard surface, so I'm not going to get that feeling of really dropping into the pelvic floor. But I can get a nice feeling of the back kind of opening and spreading across the seat. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to let the breath in and into the back, and then up and out. Feeling that belly engage, and again, releasing, opening the back. And now up and out on ooh. Ooh. Feels kind of froggy in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a little bit of what's called the kazoo pufferfish. This is kind of like you can use a lip trill instead if you don't know how to do this, but I'm just going to do some sirens here. So just a little hello to the vocal cords. And now let's see if I'm going to want to sort of bring head voice down, nice and heady tone. So I'm going to start with an HNG kind of exercise. And I think I'm going to do something like let's have a mulligan on that one. As I come down, I'm trying to really stay open here where it's naturally open on All right, my tongue is quite grabbed in the back, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a stretch to the sides, up toward the nose. All right, so now I'm going to see if I can get things a little more active. I'm going to use a rolled R here, which will also put me forward, but engage that support a little bit. So I'm dropping the breath in, and then I'm going to do ringa, 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 ringa. 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 Gonna keep lifting here. You can probably hear the tone on those final ahs is starting to clarify as I do this a little bit more. I'm also working toward angling the tongue a little more steeply on the ah, so it doesn't just sit there in the bottom and give me that really foggy kind of tone. So I was somewhere here. Ringa, 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 ringa. Ringa, 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 ringa. Ringa, 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 ringa. Ringa, 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 ringa. The last one's flying all over the place. Let me see if I can get something a little bit more forward and organized on that higher pitch. So let me see what I can do here I'm going to use an ooh here, and I'm going to use a V sound. So staying open here, kind of riding the elevator of resonance up and down behind my nose. Last one more time. All right, it's not perfect, but it's certainly a lot better than when I came in. I feel ready to jump into this rehearsal. And I just want to point out, these particular exercises are nothing special. What I would love for you to take away from this video, if nothing else, is just to see that as I'm warming up, as I'm practicing, I'm really feeling and listening. And things that are not exactly what I'm going for, I'm thoughtfully trying to adjust them. So I'm not just sort of working my way through a routine. Certainly the exercises in themselves have a lot of value, but most importantly is just kind of the thoughtfulness that I'm applying and just being willing to kind of shift and address whatever the voice needs today. So thank you for doing this with me. I know this was a little unusual and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Come on over to the weekly warm-up. I'll be happy to see you there.